Hello everybody, my name is Pythalien and welcome to the second episode of CrossCode. Last time we were just looking out to the view that we see before us now on board the MS Solar, so let's just pop there now. Okay, so here we are at the front of the ship and Sergey has just very kindly given us a new word. So before we weren't able to say anything, but now we can say hi to the NPCs, which is nice. Now, last episode I was talking about my confusion about the mechanics of it being a game within a game and how it works and everything like that. So I was just reviewing the game dialogue from past episodes and I've managed to work out that this game basically takes place upon a quote-unquote real moon that's orbiting around a much larger planet with real people and real ship that we're on and things like that. But it's also populated with instant matter, which is stuff that the crates are made out of. You can kind of see the particles that come off them when I destroy them. And also these projectiles that I'm shooting. And also my avatar, Leah herself, is made of instant matter. And then the pilot that's driving her is elsewhere. I'm afraid I don't know. But yes, we are currently just cleaning out the crates for these people down there because Carl has left a little mess for them, unfortunately. Right now I think she's off doing some duties on the ship somewhere else, which is why we haven't seen her this episode. But I think I'm on my way to see her right now, actually, so let's just go find her. She might be on the second floor. Yeah, there she is in the kitchen, fantastic. But before I go see her, I think I've heard... Yeah, her bedroom's worth checking out, because the captain runs quite a tight ship, and so she clearly has something over him that's stopping him from checking or inspecting her bedroom, so I wonder if that mystery's going to be solved anytime soon, like what she's holding over him, but I guess we'll see. I'm kind of looking forward to finding out, but yeah, let's go find Carla. So here they are. What are they saying? Haha, unfortunately not Carla, sorry. It's just a single word. But... okay, excellent. Right, what's that? Okay, so I think we are about to do some combat training, which is very exciting. And there's the captain informing people that he wants his ship shape. Right, so let's go to the top deck and speak to the captain. I can't remember his name, so I'm just going to call him the captain. I hope that's okay with you guys. Yes, indeed I am ready for my combat lesson. Let's do this thing. Right, what lays in store? Hang on, where are we? Ah, we're on the top deck of the ship. Okay, great. Right, so he's just put on those goggles, which Carl is also wearing, and that allows him to see the virtual stuff. So I think the balls that I'm shooting aren't actually made of instant matter, they're just virtual. So they're kind of like a signal that two pieces of instant matter communicate between each other. So in this case it would be the avatar communicating to the turret to take damage. So it's kind of like a Wi-Fi signal or something like that. And I am being a total noob at dodging these projectiles. No, okay, still failing at it. Right, one more time. Come on, yes. Let's do this thing. Come on, and another one. No, oh dear, right. Come on, Pi, I can do this. But, in the meantime, let's get on to the subject matter for today, which is the IKEA effect. And the context for that being the subject matter of today is that the first episode I made the other day, I know it wasn't very good from a technical standpoint, but I'm still really proud of what I made. I'm still really happy with what I made. And also, it's called the IKEA effect because, I don't know if you guys know, but there's this Swedish shop that sells flat pack furniture and food and things like that. But their furniture is flat packed to save on manufacturing costs, so they don't actually make any of the furniture themselves, you have to assemble it at your house. And so this effect, the IKEA effect, is so called because something that you've made yourself, you ascribe more value to than somebody else would ascribe value who hadn't made it. So even if you don't make the furniture very well, other people won't see it as valuable as you, but you will ascribe more value to it because you've invested this labour and this time into it. In fact, I think it's a difference of 63% actually, so people that have invested labour into something will ascribe approximately, or on average, 63% more value, which is quite considerable actually. So if you painted a mug or something, for example, you would pay 63% more for that mug that you had made than somebody else would. And yeah, so it doesn't have to be flat pack furniture from IKEA, but it could be anything like a painted on mug, or perhaps working for an initiation into a fraternity or a sorority. The harder the initiation is, the more you will value. You'll ascribe more value to those fraternities or sororities. Another example would be instant cake mix, actually. Originally it was made just without you needing to add anything, whereas now you have to add an egg to it. And the reason you have to add something to it now is just because when it was originally made, people didn't like it because it just felt impersonal. It kind of isolated them from the experience of making the cake, I guess. So yeah, it didn't feel as personal. So what they did was they just removed a single ingredient, just one, which was the egg. And so they changed it so that now you do have to add something, and that labour that you invest into it makes it feel more personal, like you've earned making that cake, if that makes sense. Which is why it's increased in popularity from before. But I'm just going to take a pause on that, guys, because we're just fighting our very first boss. It appears to be a giant crab of some description, which was summoned by that blue guy from before. I believe he's been dubbed by the community as Egyptian Mr. Freeze because of his blue skin and his kind of ancient Egyptian god kind of clothing. But yes, so you can see from before that his weak spot was the crystal that's hidden underneath that kind of cargo container on top of his skull. So I think I said in the previous episode, like every enemy has a kind of weakness, and this is his. So you can see those yellow arrows next to the numbers, which mean that I'm doing extra damage to him than I would before. So he's weaker there. Now I'm actually doing kind of okay at this boss fight, because I have actually done this before, so I kind of know his attack pattern, I guess. And like strategies to defeat him, I guess. So I've kind of got to stay at the back of the arena so that there's space for me to climb up the ramp like I just did there. So if I'm at the very bottom of the arena, then I'll be blocked from kind of climbing up onto that ramp. And it looks like I've done it, so excellent. Praise the Lord. Right, good job, Leah. That was an excellent backflip. And I've leveled up too. That's good. Oh, now that second value, CP, that stands for circuit points, which will be very important later on. I don't think we can use them yet, but essentially they are spent on special moves later on in these things called circuits, which I just love. I really like that kind of branching skill system. But yeah, basically you have to have special points in order to use the special moves that you unlock. And how you get those are you gain them from attacking enemies, and so the more you attack enemies, the more you'll be able to pull special moves. And although I think there's like a default of 2 special points before combat, and it recharges back up to the 2 SP if you've drained it during the combat as well, which is nice. Oh yeah, that's how the health works as well. It won't regenerate during a battle, but once you've exited a battle, then it'll regenerate pretty quickly. But hopefully we'll see those, then there's combat arts, those special moves. Hopefully we'll see them in either the next episode or the episode after that, because I am looking quite forward to it. Now I am going to kind of cut this episode in a few minutes, I reckon. Just because I want to keep them below 15 minutes for you guys, just so you don't get bored or anything. Now these are high-level enemies, so I need to avoid their attacks, or they will kill me, just like that. And that was an excellent demonstration there, Pi. Thank you very much. Right, let's try that again. Okay, excellent. Oh, didn't do so good at the dash there, but that's alright, we managed to get away. Fantastic. Right, next room. What enemy lies in hold? Same one, okay. Oh, what you... Ah, fantastic. Thank you, Carla. Awesome. Oh, and we've got a little jump there as well. Great. Next room. Is that the final room? Yes. Perfect. Okay, so now I can jet out of here. Let's go. Goodbye, Carla. It's been real. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping me. Off I go to the main world. How exciting. What will lie in store for us here? Oh, in the meantime though, it looks like we're with Egyptian Mr. Freeze and the Captain. Come on, Captain, you can do this. Get in for the both of us. We're activating the matter neutralizer, I think it was called. It basically just gets rid of instant matter. So you'll see here that it... Yeah, there you go. It affects Egyptian Mr. Freeze and his barriers, but it didn't affect the ship or the employees or anything like that, because that's all real, if that makes sense. And off we go to Crossworlds. How exciting. What's happening over here? Let's find out. Aha, right. So I think this is like a noob area. This is where you come when you're a new player into Crossworlds. So Lee is just entering there because she's technically a new player as well. Although I don't think we can go to the main world just yet. I think we need to go through a tutorial dungeon first, which I suspect I will leave to next episode, which will be very exciting. So we had our first boss this time, and we'll have our first dungeon next time. There appears to be an NPC hopping there, but first of all, let's just listen to these people. So, in CrossCode, these are NPCs, but in Crossworlds, the game that Leah's playing, they'd be real people. So you can kind of eavesdrop on people's chats, kind of. So I'm just having a little look around, just to fill a little bit of space more. Like I said, I did want to keep this episode under 15 minutes, but it would be nice if it was over 10 minutes as well. And it looks like this lady is having trouble with her height. That's unfortunate. Oh, hello. Who's this? Bonjour. Hello. Oh, you're French. Excellent. Who... I am quick at the tutorials, yes. I'm very proficient. Just kidding. I am a huge scrub. Oh, so I guess we won't find out her name. Who's this shady fellow? Mysterious. But yeah, I think that's all we have time for. Sorry. This is the first kind of tutorial dungeon here. So I'll just cut it here and we'll get onto that in the next episode. But anyway, feel free to like, subscribe and comment, and thank you for watching. Bye!